A utility truck pulls into your driveway, and a technician approaches your house to replace your utility meter. You paid for the property, and the equipment sits on your wall. Yet the utility company, they own the meter, they control the service, and operates under state regulations. You have choices regarding remote data transmission. However, you can't remove the equipment, block service visits, or demand a custom meter model. Opting out of remote transmission introduces installation fees, monthly reading charges, and physical access rules. Today, I'm breaking down what Michigan homeowners can legally refuse, what DTE and Consumers Energy charge, how billing disputes work, and what buyers must verify before closing. Utility tariffs change, and electric co-ops or municipal utilities, they follow different rules than DTE or consumers. This is general education, not legal advice. Always remember to consult an attorney. Now let's jump in. How smart meters collect data. A smart meter measures electric or gas use and transmits the data remotely. The device supports automated readings, outage detection, and time of use rate programs. Modern billing, it relies on interval data, tracking usage across small time blocks. Utilities, they view this as a tool, while privacy-conscious homeowners, they see it as a record of activity inside their home. Now, while a meter doesn't record you talking or track specific appliances, a detailed energy pattern shows when demand rises, when a property is empty, and how household routines can change. Consumers Energy states its meter data is protected by encryption. DTE states its meters track energy usage, not personal details. The practical privacy question involves what data is collected, how long it remains stored, and who holds access to it. Refusing a transmitting meter doesn't disconnect you from service. It changes how your usage is read. Let's talk about opt-out fees. For DTE electric customers, the account holder can request opt-out enrollment. DTE replaces a unit with a digital meter that doesn't have radio components, not an old mechanical analog reader. DTE then publishes a $40.69 installation fee and a $9.82 monthly reading charge. Consumers Energy calls their opt-out choice the non-transmitting meter program. Its electric tariff lists a $168.07 one-time fee and a $12.61 monthly charge. Residential natural gas customers on eligible rates face a different fee structure, to $109.94 when notice is given before installation, or $177.53 after the upgrade, plus a $6.03 monthly reading fee. The math behind saying no. Refusing remote transmission doesn't mean pay nothing. Utilities still have to read the meters manually and maintain the non-transmitting equipment, so there is a cost. Your decision, it requires calculation, not emotional reaction. A DTE customer paying $982 a month spends over $117 a year in recurring manual reading fees, plus the initial setup cost. Consumers Energy, their electric program adds over $151 a year in recurring fees. Decide if reducing remote data collection justifies that ongoing expense. And before requesting a change, call your utility company using the bill number. Confirm your account eligibility, the applicable fees, the equipment type, and whether your current rate plan is going to change. Always make sure to get that confirmation in writing for your records. Ownership and tampering. Declining remote transmission does not give you meter ownership. DTE states it owns the hardware and warns you against tampering or removal. Michigan law strictly prohibits meter tampering, which creates serious safety hazards, and the physical interference or unauthorized removal creates legal liabilities. Consumers Energy requires non-transmitting meters to remain accessible. Eligibility can be revoked for unauthorized use, tampering, fraud, or worker threats. Follow the approved utility process. Request tariff documentation, save enrollment confirmations, and photograph existing reads without touching the hardware. After installation, compare the final reads from the old meter to the opening new numbers. Billing errors and the 2024 Michigan Public Service Commission fine. Changing meters can expose pre-existing billing issues. Replacement may follow extended estimated billing, resulting in sudden reconciliation charges. In 2024, Consumers Energy agreed to a $1 million fine from the Michigan Public Service Commission. The investigation found malfunctioning meters, excessive estimated billing, and service delays. This regulatory action demonstrates that billing errors and hardware failures occur. If your bill increases suddenly, compare kilowatt hour or gas usage units rather than focusing solely on the dollar total. Rates, weather, or failing appliances can cause increases even when meters function properly. Estimated readings mean actual data was not collected remotely or in person. Fun fact, if you think you have an error in your bill, Consumers Energy allows customers to submit their own photos of their meter online. It's worth a shot. Disputing bills and MPSC complaints. Never withhold total utility payments during a billing dispute. Contact the utility directly, identify the specific error, and request written explanations. Pay undisputed portions on time to protect your service. If disputes remain unresolved, file an informal complaint with the Michigan Public Service Commission. The MPSC handles formal complaints within its statutory authority. Provide account statements, bills, photos, contact names, and timeline details. Clear documentation helps investigators investigate. Share in the comments if your main concern is privacy, monthly fees, billing accuracy, or property access. Buying a home and utility transfers. When buying property, utilities own and control installed meters. You inherit physical locations, access constraints, and rate plan limits. Ask whether a property uses transmitting or non-transmitting meters. Review utility bills for special charges, estimated reads, or unique rate names. A seller's opt-out status may not transfer automatically to new owners. Confirm account requirements with the utility before closing. Impacts on solar, EV rates, and upgrades. Some utility programs require smart meters. Solar panels, battery storage, electric vehicle rates depend on interval data. Consumers Energy notes specific billing options require transmitting AMI technology. Opting out may restrict access to some of these specialized energy rates. Ask if opting out limits outage notifications, online usage tracking, or rate options. For meters behind fences or locked gates, ensure safe physical access for meter readers. Clear paths, restrain animals, and document access details. DTE requires notice prior to renovations that interrupt metering to avoid false outage dispatches. Your electrician handles home wiring, the utility controls its meter and connection. Now to wrap this all up with a recap and some action steps. A smart meter choice involves utility equipment mounted on private property. You can request a non-transmitting meter where approved tariffs allow it. The utility can collect MPSC approved fees, require safe access, and prevent tampering. Dispute billing errors through documented channels, escalating to the MPSC when necessary. Before making changes, verify eligibility, calculate annual costs, confirm program limits, and subscribe for more straight answers on Michigan property rights. Keep your grip tight, Michigan. See you on the next one.